Olivia, it's been a while. I found out about your house. What? Emma? What do you mean you found out about my house? It's been 7 years. It took me a while to figure it out. You did a good job hiding, Olivia. What do you want? Do you know what you've done to me and my brother? Because of you, I had to leave my hometown. I'm finally having a nice life in my current place. What do you mean you found out about my house? Stop getting involved with us. Oh, it's your brother Liam's fault for not going out with me. He was the most handsome guy in school, so I was going to date him. How can he say no to me? He doesn't have any parents. That kind of people needs to get away from me. So that's why you started rumors that Liam asked you out. And when you said no, he became a stalker. Is that what you did? Yes. His dumping me is not something I want people to know. Of course, everyone's going to believe me because I am the daughter of the CEO. If you're happy with kicking us out, what? Then leave us alone. Hey, I'm your childhood friend. I texted you. Be happy about it. I don't know what you want to do, but I'm not the old me anymore. What? Don't ever think that your title as the daughter of the CEO is going to work everywhere you go. Whatever, it's too late anyways. What? LOL. What are you talking about? I have your boyfriend. What? What boyfriend? I live alone. Stop lying. I know that you live in apartment 305. I know you live with your boyfriend. What? I did it with your boyfriend when you were at work. So I guess you're done. Why? Actually, my dad's company is going to have a new department in this town. And I'm going to be the leader of the department, so I moved here. And on my day off, I saw you. I followed you and found out where you live. What is that? I had some errands to run, so after I found out where you lived, I went home. When I went to your house a few days later, I found out you were living with hot men. I don't know what you're talking about me living with a man. If that's so, I will move again. What? I don't want to be involved this year. What? I finally found you. Please be my toy again. Never. Liam, I'm so sorry, but can I go over to your house tonight? What's up, sis? Emma knows where I live. Oh my god. She's even more annoying than before and saying crazy things. I feel like she's going to involve me in something bad. I'm going to pack immediately and head over with a taxi. Let me escape her for now. Okay, be careful. Sis, are you in a taxi? Yes, I'm in the taxi right now. Okay, then change the direction to Ava's house. Ava's house? We have a plan, so tell the taxi driver to change destinations. If you don't have enough money for the taxi, Ava will pay for it. I have enough money, but okay. I told him to change destinations. So what's up with Ava? Ava is at my apartment right now. I told her your situation right now. She knows that I'm your only relative, so she will probably come here sooner or later. So she said we should escape to her house. Oh no. Even though she's your fiancé, I feel bad for traveling with her. She said it's better to be safe than sorry. Ava loves you, sis, so she's happy to be able to help you. I don't think it's my place to say, but I think you should rely on her. Okay, thank you. Yes, Ava's gonna go home and wait for you there. Tell her thank you. Yes, I will. Oh, you were saying such strong things yesterday, but I haven't seen you move yet. When I asked him, he said that you went to work as usual this morning. If that's all, I'm going to have a sexy time with your boyfriend while you're at work. I was doing this just to make you mad, but he's so good. Now I want him for myself. So I'm going to kick you out of the town I live in. Hey, Emma. Hey. Oh, hey, Olivia. I've been making love to your boyfriend since morning. Oh, my boyfriend. Your boyfriend said he wants to be with me than you. He's going to break up with you, so you better be ready for it. Hey, what are you doing, and whose house are you in? What? I've told you before, but I live alone. I've had a boyfriend in the past, but never lived with him. I never dated anyone in about 2 years. I think you're misunderstanding something. Stop trying to run away from me. He said that he can't live without me. He's going to package things and start living with me. Okay, when you come back from work, he's not going to be home. I'm also going to spread rumors, so you can't stay in this apartment anymore. I already started the moving process, so it's fine. Okay, I don't know how your lies are going to last. Hey sis, I looked up about that woman. How was it? It's crazy. I also found out about the guy who she thinks is your boyfriend. Great, thanks you for working, detective. Our best is Ava. I'm still in training. Anyways, I'm going to head over. I want to meet up somewhere a little bit far away from Ava's house just in case. Ava said, how about the karaoke shop near the big street? Okay, meet me in an hour. Olivia, how are you doing? You have been dumped from your boyfriend and living alone. Hey, you went against your father's company's compliance and got sent to this department, right? That's you, right? Your department has no employees, right? I looked at your father's website, but he never mentioned a new department being made in this town. It wasn't on the website. Hey, I guess you were stressed by the situation, so you were going to relieve that stress with me. Why? Why do I know it? It's a secret. What are you doing? Have you gone crazy that your boyfriend dumped you? Are you talking about the guy named Noah? I see. What are you talking about? You should know the name of your boyfriend. You said apartment 305, right? Yes. I guess you're finally going to admit your loss. I live in apartment 305 in the 3rd building. What? Noah is living with his actual girlfriend in apartment 305 in the 4th building. What? The apartment is pretty complicated. A lot of people make mistakes with the 3rd and 4th buildings. It's pretty common. What? Exactly. I think you saw me going to apartment 305 in the 3rd building when you followed me, but the next time you came to the apartment, you made a mistake and went to the 4th building. I guess you didn't realize you made a mistake. You thought that Noah was my boyfriend and flirted with him. I think that's what happened. What's that? You seem like you're not in trouble. Yes, also I moved to a new place. Really? Oh, but I guess you had to quit your job for that, because I would find you, right? I guess you're unemployed. That sucks. That suits you. It's fine. Why? I work from home. If I have my laptop and the internet, I can work from anywhere in the world. What? Also, I was going to move anyway, so I had some money saved up for the move. It wasn't that big of a deal. I guess the real damage was when you texted me out of the blue after 7 years. Where are you right now? I'm going to make you suffer this time. You don't have time to say that. Tell me where you live. Do you realize the situation right now? What? I have to tell you 2 things. What? Stop trying to make me scared. The first thing is, the guy you slept with, Noah. He gets very attached with his girlfriends. What? His girlfriend wanted to leave him, but it was impossible. That's where you showed up. What? The girlfriend is thankful to you. She said she doesn't understand what was good about him, but she's thankful to you for hooking up with him. He has no good qualities? She said she was going to disappear from him. She's going to leave the rest of you. What? No. Why didn't you tell me? I just found out. How could I have told you? You're the worst. The second news is, my brother Liam has a fiancée. His fiancée's name is Ava. What? Ava? Do you know her? No way. The parent company of my dad's company. Ava is the CEO's daughter and the bigger company. When she found out you kicked us out, she has been supporting us since 5 years ago. She's like a cute sister to me. She also respects me like a sister. And in the near future, we're going to be sisters-in-law. And there you appear in front of me. What? If you hadn't done anything to me, nothing would have happened. What? Can you still have the title of being a leader of the department? But you don't work. What? You've been teasing me but also slept with Noah. That was during the day, which is work time. You weren't working. So Ava's father told your father about it. Your father knows all about it. What are you doing? What if they fire me? I think you are fired. Even though it was a department he made out of pity, if you had done your best, you could have got another chance. But you blew it. Just like you. Help me. What? We're childhood friends. That means we're more than friends. How can you say that? Why would I help you? I don't think we'll ever see each other again. Good luck with the man you accidentally slept with. No. My brother looked it up and Emma got fired. This was the last chance her parents gave her, but she completely blew it. They found out she didn't work at all and cut her off. They are not related anymore. Also, the guy she accidentally slept with is very attached to Emma. Now that Emma has nowhere to go, she has to be with Noah. She's dealing with his attachment and also working hard. She lives in a very cheap apartment and works multiple jobs. She supports Noah. Also, she realized Noah had registered their marriage. She was shocked and started going bald and getting gray hairs. I can't live with you being depressed. I'm not coming back, so please sign the divorce papers.
But how dare you leaving me so suddenly? What are you thinking?
You're fired. I don't need you anymore.
I'm sorry for being sick. But it's too sudden.
You were spoiled. It's just a clinical depression. It's not even a reason you can't continue working.
It's not an easy problem.
I can't live with an unemployed sick husband. I really hope to move on right now.
You're kidding me, right?
You are just a guy acting like the heroine of the tragedy. That's gross.
Stop kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding.
I'm going back to work as soon as possible for my family. Evan is only 3 years old, so it won't take so long.
But you haven't decided when you're going back to work, right? Then I can't trust you.
So, what about Evan? If we get divorced, the biggest victim will be our kid.
So what?
Can we discuss about what to do with him? Our sudden decision makes him just sad.
If you insist, then I don't want him either, so you can take care of him.
Are you crazy? He is our child.
If I want to remarry in the future, an existing child will be a disadvantage. Don't you understand? That's why I can't take him in charge. Please take care of him instead.
A mother is not supposed to say such things.
He's not even old enough to remember who I am. And in a few days, he'll forget all about me.
Sorry?
You don't even understand whose fault it is that you're in this mess in the first place, you know?
So, you mean it's all my fault?
So?
It doesn't make sense to me.
A victim although you cheated me? I'm a victim.
No, I didn't cheat you.
I heard you were the son of a landowner. So I asked my friend to introduce me to him, and then we got married. I can't believe that it turned out you makes only $60,000 a year and has a low income. You cheated me.
What are you talking about?
After we got married, you told me that you have an older brother, and you told me he will inherit. That's not what I expected.
Hey, I don't think we talked about my family's property before we got married.
I heard it from my friend. There's a guy whose parents are landowners.
What? So you got married to me for the property, you mean?
What else could be the reason? Marrying to a low-income game creator for nothing? Who would do that?
How dare you?
I expected the income would be at least $15,000 a year. At least $15,000 a year in total of the rent and your salary. But apparently, I drew the short end of the stick.
That's an assumption you made on your own, right?
Your parents are successful in the real estate business and own 50 buildings. That's what I heard. I couldn't help believing it.
I didn't tell you anything about my parents' real estate business either, did I? It was your mistake to believe the rumor.
It's your fault. You didn't even talk about it.
I left the family business to my brother because I wanted to focus on my work. So I haven't been involved in the property at all.
If I knew that, I wouldn't have married to a creepy nerd like you.
What did you say?
If you have no property, you're nothing but trash.
Can you stop saying like that? I have too much on my mind and can't stand your words right now.
I see. Then,
can't we at least talk about Evan? We can't make him feel sad.
Then why don't you do your best not to make him sad?
Can't you imagine how painful for him it would be if his mother suddenly disappeared?
That's none of my business. I'm going to get a boyfriend and enjoy my second life.
Oh no.
Well then, let me know when you finish the paperwork for divorce. Bye then.
My name is Mike, and I am a company employee in California, and I will be 35 years old this year. My parents were famous landowners, but my brother was planning to take over the family business. I was free to choose my profession, so I went into the game industry, which I had longed to do. I was enjoying my work every day, but I had a hard time doing hard work. I was recently diagnosed with depression and am currently on leave. I met Georgia, who is 6 years younger than me. We met through a mutual friend. She apparently liked me and we started dating. We have opposite personalities. I am an introverted person, and I was attracted to her outgoing personality. I gradually became to consider a marriage, and 5 years ago, I proposed to her. And we ended up getting married. And we had a child. I thought we would have a bright future ahead of us. However, in addition to my own illness, Georgia asked me for getting divorced. I felt like I have been plunged into unhappiness all at once. Also, Georgia did not seem to take it seriously about Evan at all. My affection for her had totally gone. After these text messages, I decided to get a divorce. I had set up a lawyer and it was in process. I was shocked to figure out the truth by text messages from her.
You should divorce me as soon as possible. Why is it taking so long?
It's still taking me a while to draw up the paperwork related to custody. Just give me a little more time.
I went all the way to the courthouse yesterday. You still haven't finished?
We have to get all things done in order, not to have any problems later.
I told you Evan will live with you, and I won't even see him in the future. So we don't need paperwork.
A verbal agreement has no legal effect, so you need to put it in writing.
What a hassle! Can you think about me other than yourself?
That's my line. All this divorce talk is making my insomnia worse, and the hospital says I need to rest.
I don't care. I'm about to get remarried.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm getting remarried to a rich man.
Sorry?
Have you ever heard of Granwell Foods?
It's a frozen food company, right? You see them on commercials sometimes.
I'm getting remarried to the president, so will you break up with me quickly?
So, you mean you cheated on me?
What?
On the family register. You are not allowed to date while we are married.
You don't know anything.
What do you mean?
If the divorce was for cheating, you could get compensation, but not in this case, right?
But if you're cheating on me during our marriage, I can demand compensation, right?
No way!
What?
If the relationship is actually broken, it's legally safe to have an affair during that time.
Huh?
I met him after I left home.
You mean... You're saying that you met him when your divorce was not decided? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. At that point, it was difficult to repair a relationship. It's legally impossible to get compensation for cheating.
No kidding.
If you think I'm lying, why don't you ask a lawyer?
I just got off the phone with one.
How did it go?
In this case, it might be tough to get compensation on the grounds of cheating.
I knew it.
It doesn't make sense.
It's all your fault. You pretended a rich man actually with a low income, and you're on a leave of absence due to depression? No wonder I left you.
Okay, I'm getting a divorce as soon as I can. I can't take this anymore.
Just get it over with. It's been a while since we talked last time. Guess where I am?
We got divorced 6 months ago. What do you want now?
No worries, it's just a quick update.
No need for that.
That's cold. I thought I'd share my happiness with you so you'd get better.
It's only going to get worse.
You're exaggerating.
I don't care where you are. Just stay away from me and Evan.
There's no way I can get close to you. I'm in Europe now.
You're not in California?
I moved to Europe right after I remarried because of my husband's job.
So that means it's been about 6 months since you immigrated?
I hear everything is fashionable and my husband makes a lot of money. I'm really happy.
That's great. Can I go now? I'm busy.
You're unemployed, so don't pretend you're busy.
No, I'm not.
I know you're disappointed that I'm happy.
Not at all.
You are kidding.
I mean, are you okay?
What?
You haven't seen the breaking news?
I don't watch TV. It's not in English.
I saw this on TV. Your husband is getting arrested for tax evasion.
What? What's this article?
It just came out a few minutes ago. I don't know the details, but... Where are you?
I'm at home. My husband went to work this morning.
If that's the case, he was at work when the police arrested him.
I don't know anything about tax evasion.
Oh, there's another bulletin.
What is it this time?
Illegal immigration. Your husband. It's a preliminary report that he didn't apply for a work visa.
Work visa? Is it bad if he doesn't have one?
Working abroad without a work visa is not permitted.
You are joking.
Applying for a work visa is a lot of work, so maybe he just faked it. Is your visa okay? If you're on a tourist visa, you'll have to check a lot of things. You might be in the country illegally.
Is a tourist visa also a problem? I don't work here though.
A tourist visa is only good for a short period of time, so if you've been there for 6 months, it's possible you're overdue.
I have no idea. He arranged everything.
The maximum stay for a tourist visa is 180 days. I hope your visa is okay.
If I'm here illegally too, will I be arrested?
If you are there illegally, you'll be deported back to the US. I hear you can be deported and banned from Japan for a few years.
Well, if that's all it takes.
But your husband will be arrested as soon as he gets back.
Why?
Like I said before, your husband is a tax evasion suspect.
He should just pay that when he gets back to Japan, right?
The total amount of tax evasion is $4 million.
Are you serious?
He's been dodging taxes for a long time. He can't just make a quick payment or anything, can he?
I'm getting a headache.
I guess he fled overseas because he didn't want to get caught for tax evasion. He didn't think he'd be caught for illegal immigration. Your husband is pretty stupid too.
What about me?
You'd be blameless if you weren't involved in tax evasion. Your luxury life is over. I'm so sorry.
I don't get it.
You've been punished for the mess you made of me and Evan.
You don't deserve saying such things.
I'm not unemployed anymore, okay?
You got your job back. You still make $60,000 a year, right? Don't be so arrogant with your low income.
I make $800,000 a year.
What?
I'm living a relatively good life now, and Evan and I are happy together.
What's going on? I don't understand how you can make that kind of income in 6 months.
I inherited a part of my dad's property.
I thought your brother was the heir.
He just left the management to my brother. There were actually about 10 buildings under my name.
Huh?
But I wanted to concentrate on my job. I asked my brother to take care of them for me.
What did you do with the rental income?
I gave most of the rent money to my brother for keeping management.
You mean the rest came in?
No, I spent it for nurturing care of my parents.
Oh my.
I thought you aren't a gold digger, so I didn't tell you about it. I was lucky. Take off your mask.
It was the wrong decision. Asking your brother to return the apartment?
I thought it was too much for him to ask me to give it back all after this time. Maybe I was kind of selfish. But when I thought about Evan, I didn't have time to hesitate.
I didn't even imagine what happened to you.
I'm my father's son too. Of course it could happen.
I wouldn't have divorced if it was like this.
Because you only care about money. But I'm glad we're divorced.
It was my fault.
What? You were too late.
For our son, will you become my husband again?
Are you serious?
I'm his mother. I'm sure he'd be happy to live with me too.
I'm sorry. I don't think he remembers much about you.
Oh my God!
I just showed him a picture of you. He said, "Who are you?"
You're kidding!
If he hasn't seen you for 6 months, he'll forget.
Maybe he'll remember once we start living together.
I don't want to live with you.
Living together.
I don't want to live with you, and neither does Evan.
Then I'll take custody. I'll become a single mother and raise my son.
I thought I hadn't heard from you in a while. I thought it's been a while since I got a message from you, but you didn't ask me anything about Evan and instead bragged about how rich you are. You don't deserve being his mother.
I'm his mother! There's nothing strange about claiming custody.
You're under a lot of pressure. And in a lot of trouble, so if you claim custody, you're only going to make him unhappy.
As long as I get child support, I can at least raise my child.
You are interested only in money.
It is legal to request child support as a custodial parent. And besides, you have income from rent, and because you're back to work, you have money coming in, don't you? I'll take care of our kid. You'll pay me $3,000 a month.
I submitted my resignation to my company last month.
You quit? You quit?
I couldn't put myself first to continue my favorite job ignoring Evan. I can't make him sad.
Don't talk to me like I'm making him sad.
You made him sad enough. After our divorce, he cried at night so bad. I went to see a doctor with him. And they diagnosed he was stressed too much.
Oh.
Because of your selfishness, Evan went through a lot of pain. And yet you want to take care of him? No kidding.
Hey, listen.
And even worse, you want me to pay child support because you're going single? I can't give custody to someone like that.
But I'm still his mother. I read on the internet that it's legal to claim custody after the fact. So there should be no problem.
What about you? You were officially relinquished your parental rights at the courthouse.
So what?
If you want to change custody, the court won't approve it unless you have a good reason.
We're going to be tried again?
Of course, yes. We're going through the legal process. You can't change custody just based on your personal claim.
No way!
Plus, your remarried partner was arrested. You're currently unemployed. It's highly unlikely that the court would approve a custody change to a parent who doesn't make a right environment for a child. I think it's pretty unlikely that the court would approve it.
I can't get custody, you mean?
Can you just give up me and Evan? I'm not going to go along with your selfishness.
I'll do my best. I'll be a good mother.
Come on, you're too late.
Please, give me a chance.
You cheated on me for almost 2 years behind my back. You don't deserve a chance.
What? What are you talking about?
You didn't think I knew?
Wait, about what?
You've known your remarried partner for a rather long time, right?
I met him after we separated. The marriage was broken. It shouldn't have been a problem.
2 years before the divorce. You once went out at night saying you needed a break, didn't you? And the relationship started right away, didn't it?
How did you know that?
My lawyer suggested me. He said I should check with the inquiry agency. That's why I'm looking into it.
Shoot!
I was totally devastated when I heard I might not be able to get compensation from you, so the lawyer referred me to the agency.
That sucks!
I was hoping to find some evidence that would give me an advantage. I looked into it, but it was a lot easier than I thought.
How did you find out about my past?
The manager of the bar knew about your history. He testified for me. And all I have, the other evidence of the affair.
So what? We're divorced. It's too late for that.
I'm telling you, I can still demand compensation.
No way! Are you going to do that?
You don't seem to be sorry at all. You should be punished.
It's not funny at all. Come on.
We should have had these talks before the divorce, but I found out your affair after my illness got worse.
Is that why you agreed to the divorce right away without saying anything?
I couldn't stand it anymore. That's why you divorced her without asking for compensation.
What?
It was good. Because I got a message from you when my depression is getting better.
I shouldn't have sent a message like this.
That's exactly what I thought. If you just stay quiet, I wasn't going to ask you for compensation at all.
Oh my.
Then I'll talk to a lawyer and ask for compensation. You'd better be prepared, okay? Bye. It turned out that Georgia's visa was a tourist visa. Since it was for a period of 90 days or less, she was considered to be illegally staying abroad. She was deported. After returning to US, we immediately demanded compensation and ordered her to make one-time payment done to prevent her from escaping. I told her that I would collect the money through compulsory execution if she failed to pay. The word compulsory may have scared her. She was in panic and asked an acquaintance of her partner to introduce her to a loan company. She agreed to make the payment. What's worse? She discovered that her partner has been in debt. She demanded a divorce, but her partner told her that she could earn a lot of money if she did not get a divorce. And he introduced her a job. She longed for a luxurious life again, so she believed in his words and agreed to his proposal. However, the job he offered her was a sex job, and her salary is taken from her partner, so she has just a small income. What's worse, the loan company from which she borrowed money turned out to be a black market bank. She is now struggling with exorbitant interest payments. In contrast, I live happily with my son. I also enjoy creating games as a hobby. My depression is gradually improved. I never imagined my wife was such a terrible person, even in my dreams. I feel better now that she has been punished.